Alright. Back when I was a kid, I always found crashes in general to be very fascinating. The thought of this may be uneasy to some, but it pushed me in the right direction. Going back a few years in 2018, I became hooked to these videos called car crash compilations on YouTube. After watching many of these videos, I realized that without these dash cams, the victim would not have solid proof of who is to blame for the accident. I bought my first dash cam back in 2019 and have been using them ever since. Over the past few years, I have found that there are many benefits from investing into a dash cam, and I think everyone who owns a car should have one. In any form of accident, having video evidence is always nice to have. It is essential if the other party is holding you accountable for your actions and you know and or believe you are not at fault. Now, a dash cam is a good way to get evidence straight from the accident to the police and insurance people to say, hey, here's what happened, and then they can figure out what the damages were and who's liable and who gets what. Now, according to lglaw.net, a dash cam is one of the easiest ways to figure out what happened at an accident scene. Now, if you're behind someone and an accident happens, you can always pull over, give the evidence to the police, the victims, someone else, and maybe answer a few questions and be on your merry way because you know that you solved an accident. Now, you could also be inside, car parked outside the house, and you hear the car alarm go off. You could be in a very big panic and you don't know what's happening, but your dash cam's got you because you know that it recorded if someone broke your window, keyed your car, slashed your tires, all that fun stuff. Investing into a dash cam does not need to come with a hefty price tag. There are affordable options for everyone. Now, according to Cobra.com, a decent dash cam can range between $100 and $400 respectively. Now, if you don't want to spend that much, you can go on Amazon and get one for less or as low as $40. Now, it might not be as good, but it will still work as it should. Now, say you get into an accident and you have a dash cam, which is only $100, right? But say if you didn't have a dash cam, you'd be spending up to $2,000 because that you were actually not liable for the accident, but you didn't have proof for it, so they thought you were liable. You could save yourself $2,000 at least. But other dash cams come with a bunch of features, and these features can depict how much the dash cam costs. So a dash cam can have a camera in the front, a camera in the front and the back, and then a camera in the front, and then a wire going all the way to the back of the car. Now, some also have GPS, some have apps that send video straight to your phone, and some have a range of video qualities such as 720p, which is usually the lowest, up to 4K, which are for more of the expensive higher-end brands. Now, before you get your dash cam set up, you always want to update the firmware. That way everything's up to date and you don't have to worry about it malfunctioning. Now, you always, according to blackboxmycar.com, it's not likely for someone to know about this, and a lot of people forget to do it. But when you get your dash cam, you always want to get an SD card up to maybe 32 gigabytes or more. That way it holds all your footage and it will constantly rotate the footage through. That way you don't have to worry about deleting anything or to make sure it's not full or not. But you always also want to check your dash cam one or two times a month. That way everything's connected and everything's ready to go. So if an accident happens, you don't have to go through a living nightmare like I did, who got into an accident, which was my fault. But when I first checked the dash cam footage, there was no footage. Why? Because it was unplugged. I didn't check it every month, which I should have, and it became a nightmare for me. In your many journeys with your car, there can be moments that you catch on dash cam without having to worry about pressing record. Say you went on vacation, you saw a bunch of scenery like mountains and trees, and you want to do that again, you can, because it's saved on your dash cam. Other times, something happened right in front of you. Say lightning strikes a car in front of you, it stops a car, everything goes boom. You have one on footage. You can show it to everyone in the world because it's cool that you own it, and it's just cool to see. But a vehicle that's protected with an extra set of eyes will always bring peace of mind to the driver. Driving and leaving your car unattended with a dash cam creates less worrying and more relaxation. In today's market, making an investment for your car can be a bit challenging, but there are other options for people willing to take the next step forward in protecting your vehicle. Cars are not cheap, and for a small sum, your car can stay protected. Buying a dash cam does not do more than just protect. It creates a stream of stories that you will enjoy forever. Whether it's fun time with the family or proof that you spent 25 minutes waiting for a flock of sheep to cross the road, a dash cam will always be an important part of your car.